Alright, hi everybody, and welcome to another video. Now I'm here in Alton, Illinois today, and Alton, Illinois is interesting because according to some people like Troy Taylor, who's written books on the paranormal, Alton is said to be one of the most haunted cities in America. However, where I'm at does not pertain to ghosts. It actually pertains to a cryptid, something known as the Piasa Bird, which was said in ancient times to fly around these cliffs. No one knows exactly where, but it's really kind of an interesting story. When Marquette and Joliet were traveling down the Mississippi River in 1673, they came across a pictograph on a wall on one of these cliffs. And it was very large, and they were surprised, what they saw. And it was a picture of the Piasa bird. And when the Native Americans, the Illini Native Americans, when they would see this, they would frequently take a pot shot at it with an arrow or a gun if they had it. And over the years, this pictograph of the Piasa bird became damaged. But yeah, it was said to fly around these cliffs in Alton, and as the story goes, this Piasa bird apparently developed a fondness for human flesh as the result of eating the corpses of Native Americans that had been killed in battle. And over time, it had decided that it would feed on people, and it was said to have cleared out entire villages. Eventually, a Native American chief decided enough was enough and he was going to stop this. So he prayed to the Master of Life, and he fasted for a day. And the Master of Life told him to gather, 20 of his greatest warriors together. So he did. And he then went to a cliff and kind of used himself as a lure. The Piasa bird then saw him, dove toward him, and as the Piasa bird was getting close, the 20 Native American warriors with bows and poisonous arrows fired upon it, shooting the Piasa bird full of arrows, and the body was said to have fallen into the Mississippi River. Now, right now I'm walking toward one of the pictograph versions of this Piasa bird, but it's a very interesting story because there's more to it than just that. Another thing was, back in the mid 1800s, a college professor of Latin and Greek was traveling along these cliffs in this area, and he claims that he found a cave on a cliffside that was full of human bones. Now, people have gone looking for that since. No one has been able to find it, and some people think that he had made it up, that it was all fabricated. But I'm nearing the modern pictograph right here. I'll show you in just a moment. And as you can see right here, this is the modern version of it. I'm told it has been recreated about 7 times. Because like I said, when the Native Americans would see this creature, they would take a pot shot at it with an arrow or a gun to symbolize the story in their ancient past of when, their famous warrior chief had fought against this creature. So very interesting, and it's kind of similar to other stories that you have in other cultures of these types of creatures taking people away, and then there's the person who stands against it and defeats it. So you do have this kind of story in other cultures as well. Now, this cliff that it's on, this was actually a limestone quarry that a lot of it was excavated back in the early 1900s. So there's some big caves over there, but those caves are not ancient. The caves are actually modern. So yeah, I just wanted to come here and show this petroglyph. This is the modern version of the Piasa Bird. If you've watched this video, as always, I thank you for watching. Have a good night.